We're in Virginia City.
We're on our second day traveling from Arizona back to Washington.
Virginia City was a mining town, and it was really successful.
So we're here in Virginia City. We're going to walk around, see what we can find. Join us as we take a look at Virginia City.
In 1859, at the location that would become the town of Gold Hill, which is next to Virginia City, the first major discovery of silver ore in the United States was made by Irish immigrants James McLaughlin and Peter O'Reilly. Prospector Henry Comstock tricked McLaughlin and O'Reilly into signing part of their claim to him, and the name Comstock became synonymous with the world's greatest mining district, forever known as the Comstock Lode. The Comstock Lode generated an incredible amount of wealth. About 7 million tons of ore was extracted and milled between 1860 and 1880, producing about $700 million in today's money.
So what are your impressions so far?
It's a really quaint town. And we can hear the church bell ringing.
So this United States Post Office was established in 1859, and it's still running. Look at that, it's a firehouse built in 1864.
In 1860, Virginia City was a disorganized tent city. In 1862, the population of the Virginia City area was 4,000. By 1874, the number had risen to 25,000. At its peak, Virginia City had 25 theaters, multiple large hotels, several fire companies, 5 police precincts, a red light district, multiple newspapers, and over 100 saloons.
What do you think about the boardwalk?
It's pretty fun, but it's kind of scary too. Because I feel like I'm going to fall down all the time.
Because it's so uneven.
Yeah.
You notice how it just contours and keeps keeps going. In some ways, I think I might like this better than Tombstone.
Yeah. I mean, it's
more alive.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Rather than a historic monument.
Yeah.
So this is your favorite place, the fudge shop.
Yeah. These are some of their candy making tables in the front.
You can get some sarsaparilla. So what did you buy in there?
I got cashew brittle and pecan brittle.
Oh, that would be tasty to try.
Yeah.
It's actually quite the long street here, this main street.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the Comstock Lode. I don't know the history that well, but I believe the big boom that took place here was because of the discovery of the Comstock Lode. I think that was silver.
I believe so.
And I believe a lot of fortunes were made based on that discovery. My only criticism so far is I'm not seeing any kind of history information panels or really anything like that.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of these buildings were built in the 1870s. I've seen 1876 on a lot. In case you missed out on the last fudge, there's more fudge right here. And we could have stayed the night at the Silver Dollar Hotel.
Is it still only a silver dollar?
It's probably more than a silver dollar.
Oh, here's their fudge mixing. Yeah, they're making it right there. In that kettle. By the mid-1870s, fewer and fewer large strikes of ore were being made. By 1881, the Comstock Lode had been exhausted. During the peak of mining activity in the 1870s, the district had a population of over 25,000. The 1880 census put that number at just over 16,000. The population was 8,806 in 1890, 3,673 in 1900. By 1930, there were just 667 residents in the entire county. As of the 2020 census, the population of Virginia City was 787.
So I'm noticing a theme. Hats for sale, candy,
Lots of candy.
saloons.
And lots of these, like, where you can dress up in different kinds of Old West clothes and get your photo taken.
Yeah.
The Virginia City Historic District is a remarkable collection of over 400 historic buildings. Today, Virginia City is an active community with restaurants, shops, hotels, saloons, museums, mine tours, and historic walking tours.
See, I'm seeing this 1876 year on quite a few buildings. Makes me wonder, is that when it really boomed? Or was there a fire in 1875? And then they rebuilt in brick in 1876.
Maybe.
The Comstock Lode, discovered June 8th, 1859 at the head of 6 Mile Canyon. So this monument of ore from every Nevada county commemorates the 100th anniversary of the discovery of silver. Virginia City was known as the richest place on earth. So something I'm noticing, if you look from all the roof lines, you can see it starting here. There's like a gutter that brings rainwater down to the street on every building.
Yep.
The Territorial Enterprise, Nevada's first newspaper and most celebrated in the Old West, was founded in Genoa in 1858 and moved to Virginia City in 1859. Mark Twain actually worked at the newspaper. So here's where the newspaper, the Territorial Enterprise, operated out of this building. Yeah, so in 1864, Samuel Clemens left the Territorial Enterprise, moving on to California and worldwide fame. And he started his career as a writer in this building in 1862. Unfortunately, the museum is closed. But look up there.
Mm-hmm.
So you have Romanesque arches all along there, and below the Romanesque arches are Corinthian capitals. So that's St. Mary's in the mountains. Sorry, we're closed.
Oh no.
It should be open. St. Mary's in the Mountains, the cradle of Catholicism in western Nevada, known as the Bonanza Church because of the rich silver mines of the last century. This mother church of the Comstock Lode traces its history to 1858. Well, give it a try.
The first Catholic church in Virginia City was built in 1860, but fell down during a windstorm within 2 years of construction. The original church's replacement, the First St. Mary in the Mountains Church, was dedicated on July 17, 1864. It was a wooden structure built a block away from St. Mary's current location. Due to the massive influx of Irish immigrants coming to Virginia City, a larger brick structure was constructed, dedicated November 20th, 1870. Unfortunately, this church burned in the Great Fire of 1875, but was rebuilt in 1876. In 1982, the church acquired a third-hand, one manual and pedal, 6-rank, circa 1898 William Schulk pipe organ. The church is still an active Catholic parish. I was impressed with the grandeur of the church for what I assumed would be a remote mining town parish.
St. Mary's in the Mountains is the highlight of Virginia City. When you walk in, I think you get a sense of the history of the town. Maybe even better than actually walking through the town. The interior space of the church feels more sophisticated and maybe more old world than a frontier church. That's a reflection of, one, how much money was in this community at the time, but also because the original wooden structure that was here burned down, and then they built a new structure, and then they did restoration work on that structure. So this has been an ongoing project to make it more grand. They've done a lot of restoration work on this church, and they've spent somewhere in the millions to be able to do that work. I know they would really appreciate any donations that come their way.
Pretty good, how are you?
Pretty good. We've got our first Wild West comedy of the day at 1 p.m. Don't miss out.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, I was on to something. The reason why so many are 1876 is because of the Great Fire of 1875.
That's why that church burned down.
Early in the morning, on October 26, 1875, a fire broke out in Kate Shaye's boarding house. A strong wind quickly spread the fire. By 11 a.m., most of the city had been reduced to ashes. By 2 p.m., the flames had ceased and pretty much most of the town was destroyed. Yeah, about 2,000 buildings were lost. So that's 1875. So that's why we're seeing so many buildings being built in 1876. Well, that was Virginia City.
This is an excellent Wild West town to come visit, especially the church. It's really beautiful, and you should make sure to get some fudge.
Yeah, the boardwalk is kind of amazing how it rolls and contours the slope of the hill.
Yes.
It's actually, this town's quite extensive, and there's about every kind of shop you can think of.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.